3, I think that's it. Alright, greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekamac. This is Congested Server for Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We are not tackling story today, this is just going to be a quick and dirty run for Aether currents, so don't worry about it too much. Hopefully I don't get hit with spam bots because I still don't know how to deal with spam bots. Nine people in the server queue though. Huh. Right, I was doing stuff in Doma. Still covered up like usual. So we got that guy last time. I guess we can just wander around here looking for Aether currents. West seems like a good place to start. We did make it to the level cap for Gunbreaker at least, so we have a fancy new skill I haven't gotten a chance to try out because... well, because reasons. We haven't actually gotten into any proper fights since unlocking it. I suppose we could always beat up some llamas or alpacas or hedge moles, but I don't feel like they'd survive long enough for us to actually beat up on. Make sure to take the highest cliff face, alright. $389 to the south. I think that's still in this area at least, but I'm not too fond of how they divide the starting areas in half, and you can only access half of it from one side and half from the other. That's a thing that's annoyed me ever since Heaven's Ward. We have 2 left, but also 2 quests. Southeast. That's still in this zone. Oh, mountain bears. We need to kill those. Actually, this is the time, isn't it? Reign of Beasts. 958 to the south, so we're going to have to go to Warlord's Echo now. Oh hey, there's apparently a green quest here that we never got around to turning in. This has been an enlightening experience for me. Not often am I granted the chance to witness a warrior whose skill far surpasses my own. For years I served as guardian of Karia the Gracious, watching over the seal placed upon Valigarmander. I would have aided in the feat of Ice too, had the Sky Ruin not rendered our plans meaningless. You see, it is the duty of the Temple Guardians to drive off the dangerous creatures drawn to Valigarmander's energies. At times, it was all we could do to shield the frozen Vidral from swarms upon swarms of beasts. But now that Valigarmander has been laid low, we Guardians have nothing left to guard. Of course, this is cause for celebration. Ukropacha, I, all of Tural, need no longer fear the Sky Ruin's destruction. And yet, a part of me felt otherwise. Derived of purpose, I relinquished my position. Because we killed Valigarmander? Look, I just wanted to kill a giant feathered dragon. Oh, I did not mean to suggest I blame you for my woes. Were it not for you, I would surely not be standing here to bemoan my plight. At any case, I thought seeing you in action might move me to seek my next passion, or at least provide inspiration for a new combat technique. But given your somewhat delicate frame, I remained skeptical until I observed your power firsthand. I would also be remiss not to praise your economy of movement, always thinking ahead, looking for the shortest route to victory. What calling has led you to develop such commendable skills? Ah, so you are an adventurer. Does this mean your life's purpose is something I accidentally skipped over all of that? Does this mean your life's purpose is the pursuit of adventure? How intriguing. Alas, much as I would love to hear your many tales, I would not keep you. When you next have a moment, however, it would be my honor to speak with you at length. So, we have to complete all... This guy is the other branch quest. We have to complete... we have to complete the rest of Sparks of Joy and the rest of To Catch a Merchant in order to unlock the society quests for crafting. Unfortunately, as I said the first time, Ibuki doesn't have crafters even close to this high, so there's no point for me to do all that. Garholer is eager to lighten things up around here. Hail, visitor. Care to partake in one of our customary rituals? Fret not, your part to be played is a simple one. You see, the illuminations here in Warlord's Echo make use of glowstones, a rare and precious mineral found only through mining. On occasion, we offer up prayers in the hopes that their light remains strong and bright. First, I would ask you to raise your hand to the saltwater jar and pray for light everlasting. Strange though it may seem, I assure you it is a necessary step in our ritual. Now, great warrior, slayer of Valigarmander, open your heart and focus. It appears your feelings were heard loud and clear. Let us proceed to the next step. Now that the salt water has taken off your prayers, you need only sprinkle it upon the glowstones scattered around the village, and the ritual will be complete. Obtain jar of enchanted salt water. Your fervent prayers have given it a strange aftertaste, or maybe that's just the salt. Apparently, Ibuki tasted it No pings in the group chat as of yet, which is nice. $434 to the west. I did catch some of Pixel Partner's video today. To date this is right after the trial and the first trial and execution. I feel like I would actually be one of the people to walk out purely on the fact that I can't trust Ultimate Police Officer there. But that's just me. Oh, I see you have completed the ritual, and for that you have my thanks. Like my fellow Yokui. Well, likewise, my fellow Yokui will be glad to know an outsider is shared in our culture. When mining for the glowstones, we can occasionally discover shellfish fossils. Some have wondered if maybe this tall mountain was once submerged beneath the waves many lifetimes ago. The stone's radiance is a reflection of their joy, shining brighter when offered water that smells of the sea. Or so the story goes, thus was our little tradition born. Knowing that it is the will of a great warrior that now illuminates our humble village, our spirits are sure to lighten as well. Suffice to say, we are fortunate that you were willing to join in our prayer with an open heart. May the light of the glowstones ever guide your steps. To the southwest, so way over in that big mess of area that we haven't checked out yet. And that's the last Aether current we have to collect. Cool. Actually, I think I do remember this area. It's surrounded by the hostile Yokui. So there's a very good chance we're going to have to get into a few scrapes. Or scraps or whatever. A vigilant duel, huh? No experience, but I guess the glowstones are always nice to have. Apparently some people do just hang around farming fates all day because I think it lets you boost movement speed if you get enough of them. Maybe not. It's hard to tell. Honestly, it is kind of dumb. It is kind of a dumb concept because after all the time you spend in the area, you wouldn't need the speed boost anymore. Still going south. Shh! My fat chocobo is being very sneaky. Freebird Urkupacha. Alright, and then it's off to Cosmaku. And there's someone flying away on an alpaca. So, right for the offering, right of the winds chosen. And we have to go west. Lanuhanu needs help performing an honored tradition. Oh, Hekali, Ibuki. Of course I know your name. Who isn't familiar with Wuklamar's companions? Not to mention your friends can't seem to go a moment without mentioning you. Ha! I'm Lanuhanu, and I have the honor of being the wind's chosen. It is my feathers which adorn the festive float. I feel the wind has guided you to me for a reason. As a visitor to our village who has fast become an honored friend, I would offer you the chance to strengthen our bonds. Perhaps you're familiar with the Landsguard. It is customary among the winds chosen to save their molten feathers and present them to the brave protectors as gifts every few years. At this very moment, one of their number is making their way to Okanu to receive our offering. But there's much more to it than a simple delivery. I think you'll be interested in taking part. It would deepen your understanding of our ways. Perhaps you and this member of the Landsguard will become fast friends. I would start with a small task if you're willing. Nahanshe is the name of our guest. He was due to arrive some time ago. I fear he may be lost. Could you search the road for him? I'll stay behind in case he arrives here after all. Mechanical bird horse, I guess? Not to be confused with horsebird, the name that people often give chocobos. You're looking for me? You're not Oanuhanu, unless you're molten something awful. Ah, so that's the way of it. Well, now they've found me, I suppose I'd better get on with it. Sorry for my lack of enthusiasm. I joined the Landsguard hoping I could bust some skulls, slaughter some beasts, you know, use these muscle house of mine. My first assignment, I'm lugging more crates of supplies around. It's not exactly what I had in mind. I suppose complaining won't get this done any faster. Let's go meet this Lanuhanu then. Oh, they did not pick a good person to be a diplomat. Ooh, hunts. He exploded! Well, now we have to finish the combo, don't we? Continue to go southwest. There we go. Someone hid it behind the tree. Although I don't think I had any reason to come down to this corner of the world, I could always have been wrong. That's pretty deep. That's pretty southern. I get the feeling it's going to be at the top of the cliff, so I can't get it. Yeah, I remember there being an ether current up there, so... Nope, we gotta go back to the village. Yep, my timing was very off. You've found him, now we can begin. Before the gift of feathers is to be bestowed, there are proper steps that must be taken. First, I bid the warmest of welcomes to Nahanche. As the wind's chosen, it is my solemn duty to show you what sights our humble village has to offer. As one of the Landsguard, it behooves you to become familiar with all corners of the continent, yes? Then come with me to the center of Volcano, where you can behold the entire village at once. You aren't talking to him, you're talking to me. Whatever. Take it all in. This is Okanu. As you can see, our homes are made from wooden reeds, both of which the forest blesses us with in abundance. But nature's blessings are to be treated with care, for dry reeds can easily catch flame. If they do, we risk setting our entire village alight. Building waterways through Okanu to protect us is a way to protect us from such incidents. But aquatic beasts can travel them as well, and when these beasts become too great in number, we beseech the Landsguard to cull them. Do you now? I always thought hunting duty was just a way to keep us sharp. While I'm here, I'll make sure nothing troubles your home. All of Okanu would thank you. And now for the reason you came, the feathers of the winds chosen. They're used to adorn the equipment worn by the Landsguard. The design evokes the image of Kiksai, the great bird revered by all Hanu. The feathers give it a touch of authenticity to make the soldiers appear all the fiercer. Every soldier's outfit is designed according to their profession. Each feather must undergo an elaborate process of dyeing and oiling to meet the Landsguard's varied needs. I think Landsguard equipment was the very early base gear that you could get from tombstones in this expansion. But since those tombstones have been heavily redacted, now you have to do hunts to get them instead, and you can already just buy better from the black market. So without further ado, let us begin. I first ask that you come meet me at the gate to the southeast. Fine. I should warn you, I'm not known for my delicate hands. He is not very cooperative. That went about as well as expected. Could you stay behind a moment, Ibuki? I would hear your opinion of Nahanche. He really doesn't want to be here. I have the same impression. Truth be told, his attitude is the same as every Landsguard troop who comes to receive this gift. We're meant to fix it. Consider this a rite of passage of sorts. The Landsguard sends us troops whose rough edges want for polish. The tasks we set before them serve as whetstone. Over the course of our work, they gain a great insight into the history and meaning behind this exchange of gifts. Soldiers with a tangible bond to their charge will protect it all the more staunchly. In recent days, however, even our treasure trove of knowledge hasn't been enough to rouse the efforts in the spirits of some. But working against someone as capable as you, Nahanche might find the extra motivation he needs. Now let us proceed to the southeastern gate, and while this goes without saying, keep this little conversation between us a secret. It's the snowman again. What did I do to deserve this? Now I know why my superiors were snickering behind my back as I departed. The Hanu might think this bird god is worth all the trouble, but I just want to get it over with. And that's only a gold quest, so I never have to come back and resolve this for the guy. So screw him. I have better things to do with my time. I recognize that's exactly the sort of attitude that they want to stomp out, but the thing is, I don't need the experience. I need to catch up a class to level 90 before it's worth doing. You're Wooklamart's great companion, aren't you? Kizahai smiles upon me. I had hoped the great bird would guide one of the village's saviors to me. You see, the time has come for us to make customary offerings. It is ceremony we hold dear. I would invite you to participate as an honored guest. You will join us then? Oh, that makes me so happy my feathers are standing up straight. The traditional offering is a fruit that grows to the southwest. They must be so ripe they fall into the earth. Gather 3 and deliver them to Lanuhali at the shrine. Oh, wait a minute. Would that have... It might have sent me close enough. Actually, what does the travel ether currents say? 3 ether currents all in the same area. I'm willing to bet that means that we have to go get them from the top side, so we just need to do this quest and then we can move on. Elk. They want us to cross the ocean too. I suppose there's a bridge that we could cross instead. That might be a bit faster. What might be slower? You can never tell because the fastest route is always a straight line. But having to get off so you can swim across would be a bit trickier. That makes it a bit trickier to figure out what the fastest route is. There's always someone doing some sort of yard work and I don't understand. You'd think it had been done by now. We haven't had to fight it as a trial yet. But it's always possible that something could happen. Watch it be the Mandeville trial boss because the Mandeville quests always have a few extra trials in them. Kozai no Uaiki, a reed-woven statue. Sigh. So I know that today is a bunch of lawn work. I was hoping to get everything done before it started. Oh hello, to what do I owe this honor? Ah, Zihai will be most satisfied with these. Today you are more than an honored guest. You are the very heart of the ceremony. After your efforts to bring Ihana to us, Zihai is doubtless overjoyed to see you in this role. The fruit shall bear a most powerful blessing indeed. I'm going to mute myself, sorry.